I'm not even talking about corruption in Ukraine, which has already been discussed in the American Congress, about the mysteriously disappeared tank divisions, planes, other military equipment, tons of weapons and ammunition. Everyone steals in The Independent, from Zelensky to the last soldier, is not a secret. Zelensky's wealth during his presidency has already exceeded billions by the most modest estimates. But now it's not about that. Let's talk about how Ukrainian refugees who deceive Europe year after year. At the start of this year, Polish and German journalists were the first to raise the alarm. Allegedly, Ukrainian migrants drain local budgets for huge amounts of money by moving around. The thing is, there is no unified register of Ukrainian migrants there. Each voivodeship or land has its own register, so they can receive a one-time allowance every time they move to another voivodeship. You don't even have to leave the country, or the old-fashioned way. Arrived, received material assistance and went home, and then to another country. Such a way of earning. In general, there are many schemes for dividing Europe among Ukrainians. For example, Poles and other citizens of the European Union are called and persistently offered to invest in well-known companies. Those who fell for this bait lost their money. Here is another one. In Ukrainian online communities, you can find services ranging from manicures to delivery of lard from Ukraine. Understandably, unofficially, so as not to lose the refugee allowance. Payment in cash or to the card of a Ukrainian bank. As a consequence, incomes that are not controlled are not subject to taxes. The local population is surprised to see how poor refugees waste money in restaurants and shops, drive jeeps, while German burghers and Polish nobles earn them benefits, leading to astonishment and disbelief among the community. Those who arrived after February 2022, for example, in Poland, were provided with various benefits: free medical care, even a boat from Kali, housing, education, food. Quickly adapting, Ukrainians began to introduce their own order into Poland. In the initial months, a vast network of fraudsters, smugglers, weapon and drug traffickers, and illegal migrant carriers revealed their operations. A separate niche in the fraudulent market has been occupied by so-called consultants, Ukrainians and Poles, even without legal education, but knowing the loopholes in Polish legislation. For money, they learn how to deceive the Polish state and receive additional benefits by playing on the status of a Ukrainian refugee. The British have two main claims against Ukrainian migrants. They are shamelessly profiting and deceiving trusting English people, for example. With the start of the EUV, almost 170,000 Ukrainians settled in British homes. They were given money, but later it turned out that rich people are coming from the areas of Ukraine where there is no mention of special operations. The British are perplexed by the quantity of counterfeit visas and assurances that Ukrainian migrants arrive in the country with. The issuance of this visa and sponsorship for entry into England is not cheap. Well, here it was like this. Paid a couple of $100, got the documents, boarded the plane, and it turns out that in the United Kingdom, the documents are fake. And so begins the spectacle of unfortunate Ukrainians with children in their arms who were deceived by bad people in England. Actually, they all knew. Regarding this scheme, the newcomers saved a great deal, and they are not being deported from the country. Additionally, Ukrainian refugees also bring national crime to Europe: theft, attacks, fights, prostitution, drug trafficking, etc. And territorially close, like Poles according to Ukrainians, are under a strong obligation to support them almost for life. Their goal is to make Poland a mini Ukraine. If Poles dislike something, they can go away, as they have the choice. And above all, they fear Russia's victory in the CSTO, because they believe that an additional 20 million Ukrainians will escape to Europe via Poland and Germany. They might even head to Paris, and at no cost.